Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ailey. If you're new, today's video is going to be yet another Revolution foundation review. This one is their Conceal and Glow foundation. So it's obviously tacked on to the family of Conceal and Define, Conceal and Hydrate, and now we have Conceal and Glow. So it's an illuminating foundation, medium to full coverage with vitamin C and lotus flower extract. The concept seems to be the same, but obviously the three foundations are to suit three different needs or three different people. So I figured that we would just, I'm filming another video today, so I figured I would just test it out and see how we go. It seems like something that I would like because I do like a kind of more dewy foundation and I have dry skin, so we'll see how it works. And I'm not going to sit here and talk forever. So it does have a pump. It has this really cool packaging, the black lid rather than like the normal rose gold. This is in the shade F7 because that is the shade that I have the other two in, but whether or not it's going to be the same, I don't know. So like I say, it does have a pump. I'm going to stick a couple of pumps on the back of my hand and we're going to go straight in. And like I say, I've got a couple of videos to film, so I want this to stay on. I'm using a Real Techniques sponge, but I might try a brush on this side. So that was 2 pumps and a beauty blender, and it seems to have mostly covered. I will need more for my neck though. My neck is doing my head in. It's driving me nuts. I took a reaction to the face masks, you know, those throwaway ones, before I got my permanent one, and oh, so annoying. Foundation brush. So I've got pretty much 2 pumps. I only used a little bit just for my neck, so it's going to be like the same kind of amount. And I'm using the JH03 brush. This is the only foundation brush I've ever really decided I liked. It has a little bit of a sort of painty style smell. Nothing too crazy, but you can smell something off of it. Not too much the same, but I do always like to go over to pick up any excess product with a blender, but it does apply quite nicely with a brush as well. I wouldn't say the coverage is much different, to be honest, but I prefer the finish. I really need to shave my face. I probably look like a lovely little peach. So I would say it's really, really comparable to Conceal and Hydrate. It's maybe a little bit drier than I expected, but yeah, I'm going to pull it in before I do anything else and show you what we're looking like. You can still see through it. It's not huge heavy coverage or anything like that. It still feels nice. It does feel a little bit heavy on the skin, I will say, but yeah, it seems to be okay anyway. Okay, so I look different. Minor technical difficulties. We had a wee bit of an issue yesterday and I am back today now to finish this off. So I've reapplied the foundation the same way as I did yesterday, and I'm just going to carry on and do the rest of my face. First thing I want to note is it's quite a heavy foundation, I have to say. I mean, obviously I am sort of all broken out at the minute, so things are going to look heavier on me, but it's quite a heavy foundation, so if that's not your bag, then this isn't going to be for you. So I'm just going to carry on and do like the rest of my face makeup. Everything goes on it quite nicely. Not a huge issue anywhere with it, but it's just quite heavy for me. Let me zoom you in so you can see what I'm talking about. See how it's just a bit on the heavy side. So if you need a lot of coverage, or if you like a lot of coverage, you can probably see it's starting to sort of gather already, sort of in here and in here. To be honest, I would say it's very similar to Conceal and Define, so if you like Conceal and Define, then you'll like this. But yeah, I wore it for a little while yesterday and it stayed the same. I ended up having to go and do something and I had the makeup on. I didn't have anything on top of it though, just a little bit of setting powder, and it was literally just the same, but the creases got a little bit more intense. It wasn't crazy or anything like that, but not really my favourite. I mean, I really liked Conceal and Define, and then Conceal and Hydrate came out and I found it kind of similar, a little bit heavier. Then obviously there's this one which is kind of the same again. It's inexpensive. It's a really, really inexpensive foundation. I think if I wanted quite a heavy coverage, I might reach for this. It does look really nice, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of comparing it to other foundations that I've been wearing, and other foundations have looked a lot more skin-like. This is looking a lot, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's given me a really nice even base, and it has covered everything. Obviously there's texture there, but it's pretty much covered everything. I've not used any concealer or anything like that, and it's just one layer of the foundation with a beauty blender today. So, you know, it's a really good coverage, but I wouldn't say it's anything special. So like I say, if you have Conceal and Define or Conceal and Hydrate, it's kind of the same thing. There's a tiny little bit of difference in it, but really you're pretty much getting the same thing. It's not really any more glowy down here. I haven't set it and it looks matte to me, to be honest. So yeah, not the best, but at least if you buy it, you're not going to be wasting too much money if you don't end up liking it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go any further because there's not really much else to say, to be honest, and there's no point in wasting time. So I look like totally half done. I'm going to go and finish up the rest of my face now and do another video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, obviously I would love if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If there's anything else that you think that I should review, let me know in the comments section, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.